Welcome to the Tony the Prophet channel for week 2. We had a profitable week 1. I did good with my bets. I pick every game. I've been picking every game since I was like 13 years old in 1967. This is a hobby for me. This is a way of life, okay? So anyways, haven't missed a game since then, all these years. But anyways, 13-3 straight up, 10-5-1 against the spread. And a little technicality, I bet earlier in the week Seattle 5.5, so maybe I was 11-5, but because it closed at 6, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll take a tie. That screwed up my top 3 bets. Well, I had other winners, you could see, but it screwed up my top 3 bets because I had them as one of the 3. That game should have been such easy money. Dominating that game, playing against the Bo Nix, a rookie quarterback. They give him 2 safeties in the game, Seattle, leading comfortably at the end, totally outplayed them, okay? And they get a garbage time touchdown when it's 26-13 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds, and they get a push. So, it was good. So my goal was to get, like I said, at least 2 out of 3 every week. Technically, I kind of got that one too. So, well, for the record, we'll make it 1-1-1, but I'm happy with my spread performance at 10-5-1. I also go up against the Game Day View. That's a good program in the NFL Network. I go against those experts. They don't pick the spread. Kids in the 10 years old can pick a game without the spread, but that separates the people. But anyways, that's how they want to do it. I'm tied with the best person at 13-3 and beat the other 2 experts. So I don't want to get in. I'm gonna leave Danny Turnover to the end because I like to keep these short to the point. I said since day 1, since the night Ghetto Fool drafted that stiff. Okay, on 4/25/2019. If you want to go back and check my X, Twitter, whatever the hell they call it now, okay, expletive deleted full tweets that said that this man was human garbage. And once again, the prophet sees all, and the prophet was right. Vindicated after all these years from the pom-pom waving apologist for this man of garbage. Okay, but let's not get it. Let's give you since Danny Turnover got the bag. Okay, since Danny Turnover got the bag, here's some statistics: 1-7 in wins, 2 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 3 pick sixes, 65.4 rating, okay, which is the lowest of any starting quarterback that's had 5 or more games and 5 fumbles. That's your Danny Turnover, and these apologists, they're going to beat up on a horrible Washington defense. The only 2 teams they can beat this year is Washington. They play them twice in Carolina. In the Germany Week 10 crap bowl, the most important game in Giants history, because if they lose that, they can get Brock, or what's his name, from Carson Beck from Georgia. I don't know if I want Shador. The kid's got too much head case, but we may have to get him. Carolina may finish first. But I digress. So last week, let's go through this quickly. I said I liked Arizona, they covered. I said I liked Indy, they covered. I said I liked Tampa Bay, they smoked Washington, they covered. These are other games besides the top 3. Minnesota, they smoked Danny Turnover. That's easy, free money, okay? I said I like Tennessee. Another team that makes you pull your hair out. They're leading 17-3, okay? They're leading 17-3, and they give up a punt return for a touchdown and a pick 6 that kids at flag football wouldn't make that pick by Williams. You got to worry about this guy. I know it's early, but anyways, so a good week. So we got the evidence. We do the homework. So without further ado, let's get into these games. And a nice segue, I'm going to talk about Caleb Williams. Taking Houston -6.5, okay? Caleb Williams, 14 for 29, 93 yards, 74 yards rushing, 93 yards passing. That's it. That's the whole offense. And they win a game? You got to be kidding me, okay? And I said Tennessee was up 17-3. Chicago can't score enough points, okay? You got Houston, all the weapons, at home, dominant team. Diggs, who I kind of thought was washed, but he's fitting in nicely there. Got a few touchdowns next week. So, um, this is the game. I mean, this is a superior team. For a team going on the road, Caleb Williams in the second game, okay, easy win. I like Houston going away, 27-16. Then we get Dallas, okay? Dallas, what was Dallas? The 8-0 at home last year. This is a smash spot for Dallas, okay? They love to beat up on patsy teams. Witnessed week 1 versus the Giants last year. What did they do? 40-0. But they're 8-0 at home. They're a different team, okay? And when they get patsies in there, it's a smash spot, okay? New Orleans, yeah, they beat up on Carolina. Like I said, they're the Giants and Carolina, the worst two teams in the league. Just a pathetic performance. Bryce Young is done. The prophet, you heard it here first. The man is done. He's a backup in the NFL, okay? And Dak, Lamb eats up single high coverage with man and play that. It's like 100, it's the prop's like 95 yards, 100. I'm betting them at 100. It's like plus, I think I had it, I don't know. I'm betting them like at 100 at plus 120. I'm betting 110 at plus 170. And I'm put like $10, $15 on a 120 yards at like plus 200. It's free money. Dak and Lamb are going to eat. Dallas 31-17. Maybe they get a touchdown late. At New Orleans, Dennis Allen, this guy's a fraud. They surprised me that the offense played so good. But Carr is great. He's like his brother, the sack master that got killed in Houston. That as long as they have pressure, he's Dan Marino. So, and then Kansas City -6 at home. I was going to stay away from this game because Cincinnati's 3-1 against them, and they lost the most important game in the playoffs last year. And again, I bet early on Monday, I got 5.5 instead of the 6. But since he's reeling, they couldn't be the hapless Patriots team. Higgins is out, so they're going to have problems again. Okay, Burrow is like 1-8 in his first two weeks in the season since he's been in the league. Zach Taylor, this guy's a stiff. I don't know how he got to the Super Bowl. Okay, I never said he was a good coach, and I think you're starting to see it now. Anyways, Kansas City 7-0 against the spread their last 7. Andy Reid off rest. They had the bye week. They played Thursday in the opening week. Okay, look at the injury report. Since he has 9 players on injury and IR, Higgins is out. Kansas City has 2 guys on IR. That's it. They have everybody. So I already mentioned all that. 12 of the last 18 games for KC went under. So maybe it's an under, but I like it. Kansas City 27-17, comfortable game. So other games I like this week because I gave you some before. Philly -6, they're home. They play better at home. They played in Brazil. That game was a joke. That turf was terrible. They end up pulling out and cover, but the Jets. They're going back on the Jets. Another team that disappoint me. They don't play in the preseason. Rodgers wasn't ready. Even though they didn't have McCaffrey, Frisco played well. And but it's 3.5 or 4. I think I put a few bucks on it at both. They're the superior team. Tennessee, Will Levis. You kidding me? They choked the other game. The defense can hold it tight, but the Jets D against Will Levis. Are you kidding me? And you're giving up 3-4 points. It's candy from a baby. Minnesota, San Francisco in a tough spot. Minnesota beat them last year. They get them at home. And no McCaffrey. I mean, even though Mason did great, I picked him up. Well, I drafted on one of my teams, and I couldn't play him because San Francisco should have had McCaffrey on doubtful. I hope Roger finds the hell out of him and takes draft picks from him. That's just Bush lying on the injury report, which is against the rules in the NFL. Believe it or not, I'm going to take the Giants because Washington is the only team they can beat over the years. And Daniels doesn't look good. And Danny Turner is the only team he does something. He's not going to have a great day if he gets 200 yards. If they got neighbors, they got the better team. The defense, they'll get some turnovers. And Uh, they won't be home. They play better on the road because the people start booing. And I love the Rams. This is four. I'll give you this 3A. I love the Rams on the road, even though they're missing the two starting offensive linemen. The hell of a game by McVay. They should have beat Detroit. They dominated them in the second half. Okay, you could see he outcoached the knee biter, so it wasn't even close. It was terrible. And, he put a game plan together, and he should have beat them. They went to overtime, and the defense was cooked. Montgomery ran through them like a knife through butter. But they're going to beat Arizona. Arizona's no great shakes. Harrison hasn't done anything. I love McBride. It's a big McBride week. I got him on like 2 teams. He was asleep last week. He's going to do great. So I love that game. So that's about it. Oh, and I got a new thing. I got the MC Hammer plays. You can't touch that, baby, because these games you're going to lose. I don't know what's going to happen. So Indy and Green Bay. I would go with Indy. The Indy defense with their coordinator's a joke. Okay, they should be much better. The offense is better. And Green Bay's in home. There's Malik Willis. This guy shouldn't be in the NFL. It should be easy for Indy, but they'll find a way to blow it and keep it close. That's too close for comfort. Chargers should blow out Carolina. You got Harbaugh there. I never trust from last year and the year before. Anytime Chargers were favored, you could bet against them. Detroit and Tampa Bay, I don't like the hook. Tampa Bay scoring some points. They should smoke them at home, but again, too close for comfort. Why sweat it with the hook? If you're going to play it, buy the hook down. Do it at 7, at least if they push. Detroit should beat them. And Jacksonville and Cleveland. Watson's terrible. Jacksonville had the game won last week. ATN fumbles at the goal line, and they go up 14. It's game over. But no, they choked at Miami, and all the best to Dak. And then Seattle and New England. Seattle should kill them, but the way they acted last week, now they're on the road, flying across the country. It's 3.5. I think I put a small bet on Seattle early in the week with 3, but Patriots have got nothing. They got nothing, and it's a miracle they won the game. So, but again, you can't touch that. Too close to hook call. Much better games. Don't waste your money. You don't have to play everything. Profit with the profit. Come here back next week. Tell your friends. We have the passion. We have the wins, and we make the money. I had a good week. I hit with a boosted parlay. Buffalo plus 2.5. Under. Achane touchdown. Bing. $25 to $300. God bless you. Tell your friends.